Anna Marie Cochran-Rintala, a woman who took life in big gulps, a joyous soul with a huge smile and a heart to match.
That's all for now. I'm Lester Holt. Thanks for joining us.
Finding quality health coverage is an important part of the journey of life. At Connect, we make it all easier by guiding you to low-cost, even no-cost options, and helping you navigate the entire process. Whether you're continuing coverage or getting started, open enrollment is from now until January 16th, and you can make it simple with just one step. Visit connect.ky.gov today. It's the best path to quality, affordable health coverage for every Kentuckian.
Good Friday evening, everyone. Chris Allen here with News 40 at 10 and a preview of your weather looking good here. Now, clouds are increasing, even though you can't see it from live cam right now. But as the sun was setting this evening, we saw some high and mid-level clouds coming in, and those clouds will continue to thicken up as we get into tonight. After a high today of 62, the normal 49, that's a 13-degree difference. 27 was our low. Looks like we'll be about 10 degrees warmer than that tonight under a cloudy sky, 38 degrees. The rest of your 7-day forecast is coming up.
Good evening, I'm Noah Fairber. Thanks for joining us tonight for News 40 at 10. Our top story tonight, a major drug bust out of Warren County lands at least one man behind bars. Kentucky State Police say 60-year-old Gregory Clifford Parker of Bowling Green was pulled over for a traffic violation a little before 11 a.m. on Thursday, 5 miles south of Bowling Green on I-65. After obtaining a warrant to search the vehicle, troopers found 500 fentanyl pills, 500 ecstasy pills, 4 grams of cocaine, 1 pound of marijuana, as well as a handgun. Parker was taken to the Warren County Jail, where he faces several charges, including trafficking a controlled substance. News 40 will continue to follow this story and bring you any updates online at our website, WNKY.com. Moving to Butler County now, where 2 people are behind bars facing charges of drug trafficking after the Bowling Green Warren County Drug Task Force confiscated nearly 40 pounds of marijuana. At around 7 p.m. on Wednesday, Kentucky State Police executed a search warrant at a home in Butler County. Within the home, KSP located 22-year-old Pacheco Allen Esquivel and 39-year-old Benjamin Alexis Alicea, as well as approximately 40 pounds of marijuana, a 9mm handgun, and over $2,500 in cash. Both individuals were taken to the Butler County Jail. Now an update to a story we brought you last night about the 6-vehicle fatal collision that took place in Hart County Thursday afternoon. Kentucky State Police has released the names of those involved in the accident. According to KSP, 2 tractor trailers driven by 49-year-old Travis R. Williams and another unnamed driver were traveling on I-65 when they made minor contact. The trailer driven by Williams then accelerated to the front of the other trailer, stopping both vehicles on the right side of the travel portion of the interstate. This caused a chain of collisions, resulting in the death of 18-year-old Dallas R. Woodard and the injury of 21-year-old Kiara Padilla, who was flown to the University of Louisville Hospital. 2 other drivers were transported to T.J. Sampson Hospital by EMS. Travis Williams is now facing charges of wanton endangerment and has been lodged in the Hart County Jail. Then more local news now. Our WNKY weather team is always finding new ways to keep you safe. You may have noticed the new live camera in our forecasts, as News 40 is changing the way you watch the weather. Whether you are at work or on the go, the first live cam in downtown Bowling Green gives viewers the chance to see what's happening. The new camera and our weather team will keep you prepared for whatever is coming your way.
This will give us a perspective of seeing the weather coming in, storms coming in, see the current conditions. Instead of just telling you what it is outside, we'll be able to show you in live, real time, 24 hours a day.
The live cam is just the beginning. The News 40 weather team is coming up with an app that also keeps you ready and aware, so people can stay safe no matter the weather. Now over to Butler County. It's the season of giving, and while we normally give our family gifts, we can't forget about our furry friends. This Saturday, thanks to the Butler County Animal Shelter, hundreds of animals won't be forgotten because they are giving away thousands of dollars worth of animal and litter food for free at their drive-through giveaway. The shelter receives so much year-round, and now it's their time to give back.
It makes our heart happy that we can feed the animals that are in the community that may be lacking, and we're just so happy to be able to do this for them.
This Saturday, everyone can leave the Butler County Animal Shelter with 2 items from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. while supplies last. Many communities have problems with stray and feral cat communities living around neighborhoods and other areas, and Bowling Green is no exception. So the people at the Bowling Green Warren County Humane Society are doing something about it. News 40 reporter Tucker Covey went to learn more about it.
At the Bowling Green Warren County Humane Society, a small team works to keep the number of feral and stray cats in the county at a manageable level.
The community cat program is an effort to meet a need for unowned or semi-owned cats, and the focus is on sterilization. So that's spay or neuter. We want to stop the reproduction of the outdoor cat population, and while we have them in our care, they're also going to receive, basic vaccinations and health care that's going to extend their life expectancy and their quality of life as well.
This humane solution has saved the lives of countless cats and has helped both the shelter and the community deal with the number of cats that live around us.
When you start a community cat program, your euthanasia declines immediately, which we've seen a dramatic, a 69% reduction in euthanasia among cats, which is wonderful. And then the next thing you want to see is a reduction in intakes, stray intakes, and we've seen a 35% reduction in stray intakes, which is great.
Notably, the workers love cats, but the job is as much about building community and trust as it is about cats.
I'm a crazy cat lady, so yeah, I think I kind of went into it knowing that it would be interpersonal, knowing that we have to work with people to get their trust, because like Emily mentioned, people think that we're just going to take their cats and not ever bring them back. And I was like, I'm not kidnapping your cats. I'm here to help the cats and want them to live a healthier life.
The work is hard, but at the end of the day, it is also rewarding, making positive change in a community and keeping both people and cats healthier than they were before the program started.
It is really meaningful. It's because we're coming from a place of compassion as well. It's not just, well, there's too many cats and something needs to be done about it. We're reaching out and trying to help the cats' lives be healthier and have them improve their quality of life while also helping the people in the community.
In Bowling Green, because local matters, Tucker Covey, WNKY News 40.
The Family Resource Centers in the Barron County School District have been working since October to make sure their students can have a Merry Christmas. The Resource Center assistants, as well as other staff and even some fellow students, have adopted 392 kids over the past 2 months. They all want to give back and help some of those families who might not have the extra money this holiday season to put many presents under the tree.
The families feel like they are the ones receiving the blessing, but our Family Resource and Youth Service ladies receive it as well. Times are hard right now. We've experienced our first homeless family this year, so that we've had to work closely with.
Gentry said that the Family Resource Center works hard to remove barriers that would affect kids' time at school, and this is a tradition that they love to continue every year. If you're interested in getting involved, the community is always welcome to reach out. Still to come on News 40 at 10, Weather Chief Chris Allen is in after the break with a full look at our forecast. You got a great view of downtown Bowling Green. The rain is on the way this weekend. He'll tell you more about it right after this.
WNKY News 40 is always on. Visit WNKY.com for your latest in local news, sports, and weather.
Dog Stay Out is South Central Kentucky's 5-paw rated dog resort. Whether for the day or a whole vacation, Dog Stay Out will keep your pets safe and loved. Dog Stay Out offers boarding, daycare, agility courses, positive reinforcement training, grooming, and more. With multiple packages to choose from, pamper your pup any way you see fit. Find out more at DGOKY.com. Your dog's home away from home. Dog Stay Out.
At Hard Copies, we're the music lovers' music store. With our sizable new music selection, our slice of local flavor, and wall-to-wall swag. We're your prime local spot for all things in rock. Hard Copies, located inside Greenwood Mall.
BG Home Furnishings is the best place to shop and work. We stay motivated with daily massages.
It is just like the North Pole around here. Santa and his elves are delivering daily. We can make a calendar out of our delivery team. Meet Mr. November, always smiling and ready to deliver your sofa. For over 40 years, we are proud to be a locally owned and operated business. We are so thankful for the continued support of our community.
Do you have water damage in your basement? USS is here to help. USS will find the source of the problem and design a customized waterproofing solution. Contact USS for a free estimate.
We'll guarantee our best. Call USS.
This December, Kelly's All New.
Shop Fruit of the Loom Brand Shop Outlet for the best last-minute gift ideas this holiday. Plus, this week, save 25% off throughout the store. Find WKU and UK fan gear, sportswear, basketballs, and more, all 25% off through Christmas Eve.
Well, it's been a good day all the way around. Temperatures have been mild into the 60s today. And then we started to see some high and thin clouds and then some mid-level clouds. And now we're starting to get a lowering of those clouds. And overnight, they'll start to gather a little bit more. This is live cam from downtown Bowling Green, looking at Bowling Green Towers here as you go down into town. And then out toward the south and west, you're going to see clouds. I mean, it's dark. You can't really see all that many clouds, but they're out there and they're beginning to gather a little bit more. And those same clouds will eventually bring us a good chance of rain, probably about midday to afternoon tomorrow. I think overnight tonight, early tomorrow morning, we're going to be dry. Like we are now, 42 degrees, the winds are calm. Humidity is starting to rise a little bit more, and the barometer has been falling, but now it's steady to rising at 30.37. As mentioned today, we got up into the 60s. Temperatures right now are mostly in the upper 30s, like Litchfield. Then you've got 36 in Morgantown, but we're at 40 here in Bowling Green, 50 still in Scottsville. And again, this has to do with the elevation of these individual Kentucky mesonet sites, because you go on over to Burkesville and right at the Cumberland River where that sensor is, it's 29. But down the road in T-ville, it's 38 in Monroe County. So you've got all kinds of temperature swings all over the Kentucky Mesonet network. Soggy South for Saturday and Sunday. I like the alliteration there. We continue to see the upper level flow. We've got a big dip in the jet stream, and that's causing a lot of rain and snow into parts of the upper Midwest and even parts of the Great Lakes, while the southern stream is bringing in all the rain. So as we get into the day tomorrow, that upper level flow is going to steer all of this rain off to the north. A bigger storm system, a big low pressure system that's down in the Gulf of Mexico will start to spin over southern Georgia, Florida, bringing some heavy rain to those folks. And these two systems will begin to merge together as it moves over the Carolinas and the Virginias over the course of time. Now, here's the thing, because of this jet and the upper level flow, it's going to keep all the heavy rain down to our south and east while we get the lesser rains here. In fact, this whole system will begin to weaken as it moves off to the east, and therefore we're only calling for scattered showers, not even a rumble of thunder. This weekend we won't have to worry about severe weather. Everything's going to stay pretty quiet. As we get into the early morning hours, cloudy, breezy tomorrow, and then here come the rains into Saturday afternoon and evening, and even into Sunday. And there you see where the heavy rains and the stronger thunderstorms are going to be over in the Carolinas, while we start to get a little bit of a cooler flow from the west and northwest as we get into Sunday night and Monday. Potential rainfall, maybe a ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch possible during that time. Tonight, though, is just cloudy, chilly, 38, and then tomorrow we get up to 60 with showers, cooler during the next couple of days, Sunday, Monday especially, maybe even some snow flurries flying around Monday morning, but no accumulation, not a big deal. A little chilly dip there, and then we go back into the 50s after that. Want some Friday night hoops? We got them for you. Coming up next.
On December the 16th, on National Wreaths Across America Day, join us at Bowling Green Garden Cemetery on Lovers Lane as we remember our veterans. At 9 a.m., you can help us place a wreath on the headstone of one of our fallen heroes. At 11 a.m., we will have a ceremony to pay tribute to those who have served our country, and we will honor America's active duty military and their families. Join us as we honor our American heroes this holiday season on December the 16th.
Not everything in life is as reliable as Spectrum Internet. But with Spectrum, you know you're getting the most reliable internet speeds.
Dishes are done.
Know your internet has your back, even when nothing else does. Get the most reliable internet speeds for just $49.99 with Spectrum One.
Staybridge Suites is the first choice for extended stay lodging in South Central Kentucky. Located in the heart of town, we can accommodate your every need. Whether it's lodging for your next business conference or team members staying for months at a time, Staybridge Suites offers all the comforts of home. With daily hot breakfast, a weekly social hour, and multiple room styles that include full kitchens, let us be your home away from home. Staybridge Suites in Bowling Green.
Hey, Western Kentucky, we look at the last Titans game, we preview the next Titans game. That's the Mike Vrabel Show on CBS 40.
Join the coach and the seat geek next.
Sunday mornings on WNKY, CBS 40.
I'm attorney Deborah Brose. I am committed to my clients across South Central Kentucky. But don't just take it from me. If you've suffered a personal injury, I can help. Call our office today for a free consultation.
Well, welcome into Friday Night Hoops. I'm going to take the football off, the imaginary one, and I'm going to bring on the basketball for our high school basketball show here on News 40. Patrick Carey, sent alongside Maxwell Trink. Ready to switch gears a little bit?
Yeah, it's that time of year. I know that bowl season's coming, but it really is going to be very exciting to have some basketball back in action. A little preview show of what's to come when January hits.
Absolutely. Let's get into those highlights to our first game of the night as the Lady Raiders of Warren East welcome Glasgow High School. Fast forward to the second half. Lady Raiders looking for the bucket. Lydia Jones showing some fight with the offensive rebound. She goes back up with it for the score. A few moments later, Kennedy Lawson fires from the three from the corner. She follows her shot and lays it up and in. I know her coach had to have loved that. Scotty's looking to respond and do as Green knocks down the mid-range jumper. Warren East gets the win, though. Final score 54-43.
And now out in Barron County as the Trojanettes look to stay undefeated on the season, taking on the ACS Lady Patriots in the third quarter of this one. Lady Patriots were looking to climb back as Claria Berry knocks down the mid-range jumper. But the Barron County offense was rolling tonight. Check out this pick and pop three from Ann Ashley Atkinson. Of course, nothing but net. Trojanettes were active on defense too. This double team forces an ACS turnover. Caitlin Elmore is able to lay it up and in. Barron County moves to 6-0 on the year. The favorites take down ACS 66-31.
And over at Bowling Green High School, as the Lady Purples hosted Rossview High School out of Tennessee to the second half, Purples up big in this one. Natea Wardlow dishes it out to Natasia Alexander, who knocks down the triple from the corner. And a few moments later, Wardlow gets the screen at the wing. She sets her feet and fires the three-point shot. And it was all Lady Purples this evening. BG running some motion, gets Katie Smiley open. You do not want to leave her open. She knocks down the triple. BG moves to 5-0 on the year. Final score 46-51. to 27.
I see that grin there, Patrick. Finally, the Greenwood Lady Gators hosted Massville North Hopkins in the Swamp. The start of this one was all Lady Maroons. They jump out to a double-digit lead as Riley Sword crosses over the defender and knocks down the fall-away jumper, and Destiny Whitesell splits 2 Lady Gators to lay in this one. But Greenwood got the hot hand at the end of the frame. A trio of threes fall, 2 from JoJo McCorkle and 1 from Leia Trin at the buzzer to even things up. Lady Maroons did pull away down the stretch, though they do end up winning this one. Final score 71-64.
Disappointing loss for Greenwood tonight. It's
Very
been a
much
struggle
so.
bus to start the year for them, especially when you have somebody like Leia Trin. They do have a new head coach this year, so I'll be interested to see if they kind of get some momentum going and really find their groove here soon.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I like the new, if you watched last year, you could see there was a little difference. We decided to do the girls' games first for tonight. It'll be switching up throughout the entire year. It was nice to break down a little bit of girls' action to start us off. But like you said, Greenwood going into this year, Leia Trin, a couple of other players that returned this year, and a little bit of disappointment there. Probably the second best team, third best in the district. You could arguably say it's a tough district, but Greenwood should have gotten that win. You know who's been very impressive, though, is Warren East, changing districts and really just dominating.
Yeah, well, there's one play in particular from our highlights tonight where Lawson goes and shoots a 3 from the corner, but she follows her shot, something you don't see anymore. That's strictly coaching right there. You know the head coach over there is in her ear to follow her shot. She gets the offensive rebound, lays it in, and that's what makes teams win basketball games, is when you do those small things like that to extend plays and to get buckets.
Of course, you saw it first things first. Barron County just one of the most dominant teams, if not the favorite to win the entire 4th region. A couple other teams like Franklin Simpson who got Larisha Cawthorn, but Barron County, odds-on favorite to win it this year, looking absolutely dominant against the ACS Lady Patriots team that's always solid every year.
Yeah, well, I think we need to talk about Lady Purples as well in the 4th region. They're always going to be around hanging out, and I don't know if Barron County is the set favorite, but they're definitely up there with Bowling Green, and Coach Calvin Head is just so good at what he does. It is always a well-coached team. Even when the talent's kind of dipped a little bit compared to the last few years, they still find ways to grind out wins. They have perfect plays to get their shooters open, like we saw with Katie Smiley there. Coach Head does exactly what he's doing. He is an absolute stud of a head coach over there at Bowling Green.
Before the region up for grabs for the girls' side, let's check out what the boys' side has to offer after this break.
On December the 16th, on National Wreaths Across America Day, join us at Bowling Green Garden Cemetery on Lovers Lane as we remember our veterans. At 9 a.m., you can help us place a wreath on the headstones of one of our fallen heroes. At 11 a.m., we will have a ceremony to pay tribute to those who have served our country, and we will honor America's active duty military and their families. Join us as we honor our American heroes this holiday season on December the 16th.
At Infinity Pipeline, your family is our family. Our employees are the foundation of what we do. And what matters to you matters to us. We're now hiring the next generation of skilled workers to help grow our community. Apply now. InfinityPipeInc.com.
Summer skies, they warm up everything. Then fall comes around, and you know it's getting near. Christmas is my favorite time.
Experience so much Christmas the way Santa does.
My darling granddaughter, this camera was given to me when I was your age. May it capture your big, beautiful life the way it did mine.
It's so surprising what the little things can do. Wouldn't it be wonderful if everybody
Oh, Merry Christmas, Grandma.
Established in 1973, the Stuart Ritchie Service Group is your local one-call solution. Stuart Ritchie's service group of trained technicians offers HVAC, plumbing, electrical, refrigeration, and fire protection. Commercial, industrial, and residential, Stuart Ritchie is prepared to help with emergencies and necessary repairs or maintenance. We provide high-quality service and are available 24/7 in order to keep you up and running. Call the Stuart Ritchie Service Group, your one-call solution.
This December, Kelly's all new.
Welcome back into Friday Night Hoops. Before we start up with the boys action, do have to give a shout out to our intern Cole Scott, giving us a little high quality H2O before we get into these boys highlights, and definitely a lot to get into with this.
All right, let's get right into those highlights. In the second game of the doubleheader at Warren East High School, the Raiders took on the Scotties. Raiders on offense, Kajarius Barber working down low, dumps it off to the cutting Dame Parsley. He lays it in for the bucket. Barber again, this time, gets the ISO and goes to work in the paint. Just check out the footwork from the big man as he floats it up and in. Warren East on the fast break. This time, Caleb Prince showing his speed, gets into the lane, draws the foul, count it. Raiders get the district win in dominant fashion. Final score 84-57.
And the Trojans and Patriots squared off at Barron County High School in a 15th district matchup tonight. You saw the girls game, boys game here. Starting things off, Tate Spillman goes from being featured on Football Frenzy to Friday Night Hoops as he drills the long range early on. Then Graham Hall goes up in the paint, misses, grabs the tough board, gets a second chance shot for Barron County. And Mason Bunch gets set in the corner here, splashes this one. Pretty much everything went the Trojans' way tonight as they defeat the Patriots 66-38.
And the Bowling Green Purples were in action tonight for the second half of their doubleheader against Rossview. First possession of the night for the Purples. Ritter draws a crowd in the post. Good ball movement, gets Jace Wardlow open for the three. He knocks it down. And next time down the court, another Wardlow looking for his first bucket of the night as MJ takes the handoff from Ritter and knocks down the mid-range jumper. And listen, it was the Wardlow show early in this one. Deuce Bailey here in the corner after the ball movement. He misses the three, but Jace rips down the offensive board, lays it up and in. That is pure effort right there. Bowling Green cruises. Final score 78-52.
Brothers, so good. And over in Russellville, the Panthers hosted a soul game. Their boys squad took on Hopkins County Central. Eli McMurray drives down the court, zips the pass to Keen Gray, who nails the layup. Later, Tutu McKeej with the no-look pass to Jarius Coleman. That was a foul right there. Makes it a 4-point play. The Panthers earned their first win of the season, topping the Storm in buzzer-beater fashion. Final score of this one, 78-77. Impressive stuff from Russellville. A much-needed win after losing a huge stretch to start off their season, but always love a buzzer-beater victory.
Yeah, you got the first win off your back. Hopefully Russellville can find their groove and get to some work. They had a tough game earlier this week against Butler County, who does not have highlights tonight because they did play earlier in the week, but Butler County is another team that we do need to talk about who has Ty Price and company over there, and they're undefeated so far this season, and they could be looking at a state tournament run.
You know what looks really impressive? The 15th district as well. We talk a lot about the 14th district because of Bowling Green, Warren Central, but that 15th district with Barron County, Warren East, two, teams that you do not want to mess with when it comes down to any of these fourth region teams.
Yeah, Warren East tonight with a massive win. I was a bit surprised when I saw that final score. Glasgow was looking to have a good year. They're struggling so far early, but Warren East with a 30-piece McNugget tonight. I mean, absolutely dominates Glasgow. Kajarius Barber, big fella. He is a stud in the post. He is a lot of fun. He's really good at football, but why be good at football when you can be good at basketball as well? And, you got the football squad over there with Dame Parsley as well.
I will say, he has the lightest feet. That is the craziest thing about Kajarius Barber. You see this big guy, he's able to do things that no other big guy could do, and he's able to, get those points however he needs to get them.
And that's a big difference, especially at the high school level, when you have a big guy like Kajarius Barber who can create his own space, can go to work in the post, double team, triple team, and still find a way to score like he did in our highlights. That could be a separating factor come region play.
Bowling Green gotta be the favorite in the fourth region, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah. They are stacked with the Wardlow brothers, Mason Ritter, Deuce Bailey. I mean, they have so much talent. It's a state tournament or bust season, in my opinion, for the Bowling Green Purples, and I'm really excited to see because they are one confident bunch.
It would be very, very much interesting to see a guy like Deuce Bailey win both a football championship and a basketball championship, and it's realistic.
Yeah, it is 100% realistic, and you can see his facilitating skills both on the football field translating to the basketball court, so they'll be a lot of fun to watch this season.
We got some out-of-town scores coming up after this.
John's credit report isn't perfect, but here he is looking more surprised than a caterpillar waking up as a butterfly. You see, John just got approved to finance a car with low monthly payments that fit his schedule because Byrider looked at extra factors beyond his credit score, like his income. Now there's no telling what John can do next. Right now at Byrider's year-end event, you'll find flexible payment options on quality cars, trucks, and SUVs.
Greenwood Ford Lincoln Mobile Service works where you work and can meet you when you need it. Our mobile service van is fully loaded with all the latest tools and diagnostic equipment. We provide a range of services, including oil and filter change, battery health checks, brake services, and tire rotation. Schedule your Greenwood Ford Lincoln mobile service online or by contacting Greenwood Ford Lincoln. With Greenwood Ford Lincoln Mobile Service, it's easy to keep your vehicle in tip-top shape.
WNKY News 40 loves celebrating our viewers. That's why we bring you Soki's Birthday Club. Joining the club is free and simple. Visit WNKY.com/birthday, fill out the form, and click Submit. That's it. Your name will appear on News 40 Sunrise and News 40 at noon on your birthday, and you'll be entered to win a special birthday surprise. WNKY News 40 loves celebrating you because local matters. Soki's Birthday Club is brought to you by these great sponsors.
On December the 16th, on National Wreaths Across America Day, join us at Bowling Green Garden Cemetery on Lovers Lane as we remember our veterans. At 9 a.m., you can help us place a wreath on the headstones of one of our fallen heroes. At 11 a.m., we will have a ceremony to pay tribute to those who have served our country, and we will honor America's active duty military and their families. Join us as we honor our American heroes this holiday season on December the 16th.
This December, Kelly's all new. The holidays are in full swing with merry guests and all the festivities. We're hooking everyone in the audience up. It's a Holly Jolly Kelly.
Weekdays at 3 on NBC 40.
Well, welcome back to Friday Night Hoops. We've got some out-of-town scores. One was so far out of town we couldn't even find it. Southmore Assumption. We do not have a final score for that one. We apologize for that. Hart County, though, with a massive win over LaRue County, 83-33. Monroe County, 66. Metcalfe County, 63.
Yeah, and going to the boys' side now, Monroe County also getting the sweep, 62-56 over Metcalfe County. Hart County getting the win over LaRue County, 66-57. And Logan County with a big win, 73-60 over Cumberland County. I need to break out the glasses for that one.
Yeah, you need some glasses. For those at home who did not see what Maxwell looked like, can you guys bring up too? This is what I see.
Just like, yeah, no, that's about right. I left them at home, but it's all good. We'll talk a little tops now before we head out with our first ever Friday Night Hoop show of the new season. WKU, both the men's and women's teams are having pretty solid seasons. Women's team a little bit struggling right now, but pretty much the same thing that they did last year, it seems like. And if they get to conference play, do well, they could easily make it back to that championship game.
Yeah, I think the girls team is kind of struggling with the same thing that the boys did at the beginning of the season, is just finding that identity on the women's side of basketball. I think they've lost 4 or 5 straight right now with a chance to bounce back this upcoming week. But with Greg Collins, you can never count out WKU. He is a heck of a coach. He always finds a way to turn the ship around, and I'm sure the Lady Toppers will be just fine.
He should have, in my opinion, won Conference USA Coach of the Year last year with the roster he had, the changes that went into play there, and just, honestly, he had a fantastic squad. Let's transition a little bit over to the men's team. 8-3 on the year. You cannot complain about that. A couple of road wins that were really impressive. Wright State, Buffalo, maybe not necessarily the best teams. Murray State, of course. Murray State with a huge home win streak. Steve Lutz's team is maybe not the most attractive when it comes down to the actual play. You wouldn't call it sexy play. It wouldn't be like the big slam dunks, but they get wins.
I think that's exactly what Steve Lutz likes, too. We don't know a lot about him yet. He's still a newer coach here at WKU, but I kind of been getting the vibe where it doesn't have to be a gorgeous win. He just likes to win, and the stats don't pop out other than the Don McHenry 30-point McNugget a few nights ago. But I think Steve Lutz just likes to find ways to get scrappy wins, and that's exactly what this team does. They are really good on defense, which is something that we're not accustomed to on the Hill with the Rick Stansberry era. But he says defense is what wins ball games. They start on the defense is either really good in transition, which is all you need to do to win at the college level.
And when Dante Allen hits a 3, he's going to hit, 12 in the night? You could easily say that. They have a bunch of players on the bench. I think the biggest thing going down to the second half is the team has to figure out its identity. Right. Because these players are going to be burnt out if you keep on rotating them in and out. You need to figure out who the actual starters are, who's going to be on the bench, and figure out what roles need to be played. Because right now, it's like 9 men that you see in this lineup, and nobody knows exactly who is the actual starter.
Well, I'm going to play devil's advocate here. I don't hate it.
I don't hate it either. I'm just saying.
I like the fresh bodies. I like the 9 players. Everybody's going to get a chance to play. Everybody's going to stay hungry because I think Coach Lutz has 9 guys that are talented players, starting caliber players. But when you have 9 guys that are good enough to play, you might as well play them. And I think that's what Coach Lutz is doing right now at WKU.
One other thing I will say is if you're a WKU fan, you know the injury bug is always been an issue. So that's the only other thing I would say about worrying about who's going to play, who's not. Injury bug so far, not too bad this
thanks
season
for speaking that into existence, Maxwell. We appreciate you for that as always.
Jinx.
Yeah, thank you so much. Do you not watch enough football?
I know, right?
About the broadcasting jinx.
Call me Al Michaels.
Well, thank you all so much for joining us for our first edition of the second year of Friday Night Hoops. We'll catch you all in the new year. Have a great night.